many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Zubac's the pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Misses off the right iron. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the steal. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard with the bucket.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Jackson against Holiday. Lopez inside, working on Zubac, and Lopez throws it down.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
Here's Leonard, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Leonard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college, but boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And here is Los Angeles now. Following the 3 by Milwaukee. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by Giannis.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard looking around. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Middleton.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now. 80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Leonard. He's coming off a 28-point game against Philadelphia. Count it, good.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Leonard attacking. Bucks leading by 8. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he spoke about the strategy coming in of working the ball inside, emphasizing that throughout the game. That's where they think they have the biggest advantage, and they think they can score inside with consistency. We will see how long that holds up, guys.
Thank you, David. And here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Here's Antetokounmpo. Batum grabs the miss. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the 76ers. They get it back. Short. A beautiful reverse layup.
There's a level of physicality that Paul George is willing to play with. This guy can track down second chance opportunities with the best of them.
Now here is Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lopez against Zubac. Tries again. And the rejection by Zubac. They retain possession. Just 5 to shoot. Over in the corner. Antetokounmpo. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Outside Holiday. Here's Middleton. Misses off the left iron. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
That one drops. He ties it up. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Clippers on defense. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Now here is Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's George in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. Back to Leonard. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Middleton. The Bucks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Free throw good. Giannis. Clippers trail by 3. Rondo passes to Zubac. There's the pass to George. Kicks to Rondo. With some arc. Releases. And that one hits back iron. Bucks leading by 3. Now here's Middleton. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Holiday surveying the floor. From about 16, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Giannis against Rondo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And how good is Rondo in terms of the focus at the rim? Doesn't matter how much contact there is. He's just got that ability to finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. The free throw drops for Rondo. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And that one falls for Middleton.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational, yet even now it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Middleton hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
George against Middleton. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more.
2 shots.
And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
They throw good, Paul George.
Well, Paul George, smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And George drops them both. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Left side, out of the Kumbo. 6 to shoot. Outside Holiday. Over Rondo. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
George looking over the floor. DiVincenzo against Morris. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Antetokounmpo, no good. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. Here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
DiVincenzo's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Morris outside. Back to Rondo. Outside, George. The shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton on the wing. The 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Zubac finds George. Can they get it? Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Holiday against Rondo. Now here is Holiday. He's covered closely. Good D by Rondo.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Bucks leading by 7. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. Clock at 6. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here's George. He has 6. Morris passes to George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
1 shot.
That's good from George. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Holiday, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Holiday's got 7 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say earlier.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my teammates going to be. I'm able to get to my spots and I know my spots. And I don't score on accident no more. I score because I know, okay, I'm going to get to that spot, try to make a play for my teammate or make a play for myself.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Setting the floor for the Bucks, Antetokounmpo is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. And here are the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Now, here is George, guarded by Tucker. The shot by George, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Outside Rondo. Now the pass to Zubac. Poked away. Back to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot off that time. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. Clippers trail by 8, and even 3-on-3 break. Nobody near George. The rebound by the Bucks. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Passes to Middleton. Here's Zubac. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Patterson. And it's blocked. And here's Middleton. Connaughton kicks to Holiday. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rondo's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you want to be successful. You got to make Rondo beat you with his jumper. You can't allow him to torch you on the drive.
Now Holiday. He's got 7. Down low. Tucker the pass to Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. The tray. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Holiday left side. Antetokounmpo up top. No good with the finger roll.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And George with the stuff.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Patterson.
I remember when Patrick Patterson was coming out of high school. Major recruiting battle. Every school seemed to want this guy. Duke, Florida, you name it. But the Kentucky Wildcats win again.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Zubac. 3-on-3. Poked loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Rondo against Holiday. Over Rondo. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 15. Zubac in the post. Lopez covering. Rondo's shot is off.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Patrick Patterson.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Milwaukee leading by 6. And Forbes kicks to Holiday. Back to Forbes. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Forbes has got his first basket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Zubats against Lopez. And that one is good from Zubats. Zubats has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Here's Holiday. Rondo with some nice D. Clippers trail by 6. And here's George for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. George has got 16 points.
And when Paul George has this kind of rhythm and pace to his game, you simply want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Forbes the pass to Giannis. The turnaround jumper. That one's not going to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. George trying to break free. They get it again. Here's Patterson. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Pass to Forbes. Trying to get open is Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I
my
was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired
Wow.
shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And both free throws good for Giannis. Clippers trail by 5. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
To the inside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Connaughton kicks to Forbes. George against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Scooped up. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 10 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Inside, here's George, and George with the stuff.
This is how athletic Paul George is, an absolute monster around the rim.
Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. And Forbes kicks to Holiday. They get the rebound. The pass to Connaughton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Connaughton's got his first 3 points of the game.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And George, here we go. Over to the left wing. Patterson with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Patterson dishes to George. George double teamed. And a wide open look for Rondo. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause. You know, that's a great time to pull up and shoot the three in transition. The defense never had a chance to set up and get a hand in his face.
Now here's Rondo. 5 points in the game. Here's Leonard. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 9. Holiday, no one around him. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Giannis has got 21 in the game.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Outside Leonard. Shot to stop the run, and he makes that one. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
On the wing, Giannis. Giannis is double. Lopez passes to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Three-pointer, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's his 4th foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Zubac. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. So he gets them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Passes it to Holiday. He kicks it to Tucker. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Leonard. Count it. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Kawhi Leonard, still one of the hardest working players in the league. Active on the offensive glass there.
Holiday against Jackson. Teardrop shot, and it's laid in by Holiday. Holiday's got 11 points.
Well, the touch and the focus, what a pretty move in the lane.
Pass to Batum. Middleton against Leonard. Back to Batum. Dishes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Outside, George. No good on the three. Outside, Holiday. Over George. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebound, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and a monster amount of rebounds. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bucks?
All night long, Giannis has been so productive, utilizing all of his physical abilities to devastating effect, wearing out a defense, just running through them, dunking over them, pushing people around. They're struggling to cope with his talents.
And Kenny, what did you think about the Clippers?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 7. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Outside, George. Back to Jackson.
And an excellent defender. The way Holiday disrupts and stays active and engaged on this end, outstanding.
Ball's knocked loose. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Leonard. Great D that time from Portis. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Clippers trail by 8. Right side Jackson. Leonard kicks to George. Batum scanning the floor. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. That shot no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Tipped away. Six on the shot clock. Here's Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 90 seconds now into the second half. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Middleton for 3. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Here's Jackson. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's George following the bucket by the Bucks. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Middleton. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 19. He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Bucks leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Leonard, that's for 2. Los Angeles with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Middleton hits them both. Clippers trail by 12. Outside Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Outside, George. Pass to Zubats. Down low. Here's Batum. Rejected by Giannis.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
And here's Leonard from 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Paul George. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Middleton with it. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. And the Bucks miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here is Holiday. 13 points in the game. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Holiday. Lots of room. And it's in there.
Timeout, timeout.
Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Clippers making a change here. Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You take a look at Los Angeles. The season well underway, and they've been solid in 3rd right now.
You know, for Los Angeles, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Following the miss by Marcus Morris, DiVincenzo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw drops for DiVincenzo. And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, Boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
that
no
long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with the true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 6. Batum finds Patterson. Sinks the triple.
To me, when Patrick Patterson is hitting from deep, it makes everything easier for his teammates. He has got tremendous touch.
Outside Holiday. And the pass to Giannis. To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Kennard with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Patterson can't get it to go.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Clippers trail by 8. Here's Mann, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Goes up to the stripe, and it comes off the front of the rim. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. The Clippers, number 1. In 4th, the Bucks.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Portis, and it's P.J. Tucker in for Antetokounmpo. He hits both from the stripe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Middleton outside. There's the dish to Tucker. He feeds it to Holiday. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Morris. Now here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Now, here's Kennard. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Rondo with it. He's picked up by Lopez, and the shot goes in.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 14 points for him. Shot's good by Middleton.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Outside Rondo. It's Morris atop the key. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Got that one up quick. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
And with a good array of moves, Holiday can pull up for jumpers because he keeps defenders guessing.
Here's Kennard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's only a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Milwaukee has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Inside, Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night. Here is Rondo. 7 points in the game. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. Up top, Morris. 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Holiday.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
That one is no good. Bucks leading by 6. To the middle, here's Tucker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, I just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Tucker.
No, make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Rondo. Pass to Morris. Here's Kennard. Defended by Middleton. Tries it from 19. Rebounded by the Bucks. DiVincenzo's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. The shot comes out. Rondo with some nice D. Another shot. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Kennard.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 17. Outside for Rondo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Just relax. We're in good shape. Keep looking for each other. Keep cutting hard. Everybody look. Take care of our defense. More pressure. More activity.
That's Coach Mike Budenholzer running through the gambit of areas where he feels they need to excel.
Yeah, I mean, and most of all, Coach is asking them to be 100% engaged. Give it your all, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Holiday after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Outside Holiday. Great D that time from Rondo. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Jackson against Middleton. Lob pass to George. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson dishes to Rondo. George against Holiday. And George, here we go.
I'll tell you, that's the speed of Paul George on the drive. Amazing attack on the rim.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Now here's Middleton. Over George. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Leonard. To the wing right side. From deep, George. Great D that time from Middleton.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Holiday against Rondo. The shot by Holiday, no good. Jackson passes to Rondo. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Zubac.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Middleton finds Holiday. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's George finishing it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Now here is Holiday. Goes back up. The shot's good from Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Well, we know Brook Lopez can play with strength. He is amazing at converting these difficult opportunities.
Outside Rondo. Inside. Here's Leonard. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Rondo against Holiday. Clock at 6. And the layup is good. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And the first one drops. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Bucks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Middleton looking it over. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. On defense, the Clippers. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Warriors, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
First one falls for him. Jackson hits both of them. And here's Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 2. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Holiday against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 9. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. So we can't get either to fall. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
The pass to George. Batum against Antetokounmpo, and Batum kicks to Jackson. 5 on the clock. And that one goes long. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Holiday. Softly drops in the floater. Holiday's got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here's Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Nailed from three-point land.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Jackson dishes to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Batum, good.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
Jackson against Holiday. Middleton outside. They grab their own miss. Here's Giannis. Goes up again, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Well, you have to love the energy from Brook Lopez. This guy has got deep inside position, and he accepts the hit like a champ.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Brook Lopez.
What I admire most about Brook Lopez is his willingness to adapt his game to fit whatever the system needs. This guy has been the consummate pro.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Lopez hits them both. Los Angeles calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
On the offensive boards, he has been a force. Offensive rebounding is all about pursuing the basketball, and he has not stopped that pursuit all night. The second chances he's created have been a big factor.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Lopez, no luck. Clippers trail by 3. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. Can't hit that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And George with the stuff.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Giannis outside. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Lopez kicks to Middleton. No good with the triple. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3, and the shot goes in.
Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Now here is Holiday. Now Middleton. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Here's Giannis. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Passes it to George. George double teamed. Back to Jackson to tie it up. And Zubac picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Leonard against Middleton. The fader. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And they double up Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist from Leonard. Batum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting for the game at 42%. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Here's Giannis. That one, no good. Great D that time from Batum. Here's George. Again, Los Angeles.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Giannis against Batum. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Shots good by Middleton.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Outside for George. 55 seconds left in the game. Here's Leonard. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And to Antetokounmpo. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Leonard. Batum trying to break loose. It drops.
Timeout.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. He can't get that one to fall. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. And the foul on Drew Holiday. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Middleton with it. Down low. Batum with the steal. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, tough break for him there. But they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
For 3, Middleton. Batum grabs the miss. Here's Leonard. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, the play of the reserves was great tonight. What does that say about this team?
You know, that's what's great about us. We have a great bench coming in right behind us, picking up the tempo and playing great and playing great defense as well.
Well, it was a team effort tonight that got you the victory, man. I appreciate your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.